Hey, welcome back to the Funky Little Studio. My name's Thomas with the Funky Little Studio here in Oklahoma. Doing a What Sold Wednesday for you. Let me go back. My name's Thomas with the Funky Little Studio. Full-time reseller here in Oklahoma. We've been doing it since 2022 with my wife. We kind of happened onto it unexpectedly. We've always had an entrepreneurial spirit, but we were kind of thrown into it. There's some other videos that talks about that. Check out some of our other videos. Trying to get Rajeana back in the What Sold Wednesday mood. I've been doing these Tom edits for a while, and I don't know, 5 weeks. So maybe next week I can get her going. But I did some summer slowdown ones that I wanted you guys to see, and I'm doing right now. I'm going to do this as the whole month of September. I don't know if I'll have a tally for you guys. I'll try to probably put that at the end on what I sold. This will be just my sales, not her sales. It'll be on eBay, Posh, Facebook Marketplace. So that's where I normally sell. She sells on eBay, Poshmark, whatnot. Check out the link below for $15 when you sign up to spend on whatever you want. It's a great marketplace to find things if you're Christmas shopping or whatever. You use that code, you get $15 free to spend. No, doesn't have to be with us. It can be on anything. But anyway, we've never done a month at a time because we normally do these together a week at a time. And I've been doing them by myself with just my stuff. This will be just my stuff that I sold. Doesn't count hers. And it's going to be for the month of September. All right. So let's get started. If I can, I'll try to put up if it's not too late, some of them after 9 days, they disappear. I'll put up the, the listing, the screenshot of the listing, the solds. All right, the very first item on September 1st was a Harley license plate. If you know, you know. I'm going to scoot this over a little bit. A Harley license plate, if you know, you know. I've sold a bunch of this stuff. It's from a warehouse find. I just actually shot a video about it for a Funky Finds Friday, so check that out. Didn't pick up any Harley license plates, but I got some license plate frames. This one I took an offer because these have basically been paid for a while. Basically, I have $1 into them. I took an offer or a counter offer on Posh for $8 because I knew they were paying. I think this was before the shipping changed, so they were going to pay like, I don't know, whatever the priority rate was back then. $8. It'll be right here on Posh. And then on 9/2, I don't guess I need to tell you the day. McGuire's Leather Balm. This was also on Posh. I keep kind of bumping the price up on this because I'm eventually going to run out of it. But these were $1 a piece. I bought them out on a warehouse buyout, and it sold on Posh for $34. So $1 into 34. But basically, like I said before, they've been long paid for by previous sales. So not too shabby. Vintage OU Sooners hat. This was cool. I picked this up at an automotive swap meet, actually. Gave like $5 cash for it. And it sold for $38.88 plus shipping, $5 shipping. It stayed here in Oklahoma. The guy wanted it, or the person wanted it right before the game, so I shipped it out really quick so he could have it before the Saturday game. So that was a nice little buy. This took like 3 years to sell. I think Rajeana picked these up. They're finally gone, and they're basically, we're all into the profit on these, but $9.95 free shipping, some Tommy Tippy baby bottle nipples. We had like 3 different versions of those, and would I buy them again? No. I think Rajeana picked them up on a whim. Had basically $1.50 into it. $9.95 free shipping, not great. These are one of my bolos. I hate to tell you guys this. These are license plate, front license plate brackets. This is one right here I just picked up this week. Factory OEM license plate bracket for a Lexus. Cost of goods was $1.99. I sold it for $33.99 free shipping. I had it priced a little bit higher than that. I sent an offer and they accepted it. Where are we at? 66 wax, like a old vintage tin can that had like a wax in it. I bought this at an auction. We're well into the profit on this. $15 plus shipping. It was an offer. I took it. I bought the whole lot of 26 cans for $15. I already sold one for like $100 a year ago. So yeah, you can have that for that. A 3D fishing sign. This was a Facebook Marketplace deal. This was a bins find I found on the grand opening of the bins here in Tulsa. And I gave $1 for it and sold it on Facebook Marketplace for $25. I think I still have a picture of it. It's one of those like carved out 3D They had different ones for pubs, fishing. This was a fishing one. It stayed here locally on Facebook Marketplace. $25, $1 and a 25, and it was going to go in a kid's room. She was doing a fishing theme for a kid's room. This was a Cursetti pixel photo thing. It's like an art project deal. You take a picture and it makes like almost like a light bright thing. $3.99 into $15.86 plus shipping. I hope I can still pull screenshots of this stuff up. Some of it's going to be close probably. Hand carved walking stick, another bins find from the Tulsa bins, and I'd already sold the first one. I sent an offer on it, and it sold for, I had them listed higher. I think I had them listed just under $50. Just a hand carved, like solid wood, probably about 4 foot tall walking stick. Really cool. I don't know what kind of wood it was. Cost of goods was basically $1, and it was basically pure profit. $38.30. I think I had it listed for like $46. I sent them an offer and they took it. Sold the other one for somewhere in that same range. Vintage Frigidaire pink aluminum ice tray, like the old school ice tray with a little handle that you break the ice with and make your ice. $14.88 plus shipping. Gave $1 for that. A USS Yorktown license plate. I took an offer on that one for $13.48. Vintage, brand new old stock. I gave $1 for that one for here locally. Sold for $13.48 plus shipping. Found a good home. This is a good one. Nitrous, NOS. It could be the energy drink or the nitrous for your car. It just says NOS. It's a little decal set. Sold for $7.08. Free shipping. So those go out with a postage stamp through eBay. 74 cents. Got a little tracking thing. I usually have them $7.88, but I sent an offer for like 10% off. So 10 cents is what I got into those. But like I said, those are basically pure profit on those. Those have been paid for a minute. Iowa State golf tees, these little football golf tees. I've got a bunch of these still left. I just bought some more at the warehouse. These I had $1 in, and the last batch I got 10 cents in. They sold for $9.98 free shipping for from $1 of that. This was for my personal collection. I didn't really want to go this slow, but I sold it for $35 plus shipping. A Jimmy Seals sprint car shirt. Really cool graphics from like the 90s. I've got a few left from my collection. They really don't fit me that well anymore. I kept a couple, sold a bunch of them, and they always bring around $30 to $40. They're from the 90s. Knoxville, different drivers. But Jimmy Seals, it had really good graphics, super cool. Sold for $35. And the guy knew him, I think, or had a friend or something. So it had an autograph on it too. It was faded, but it was still there. So I don't know what I had into that, but back in the 90s, it was probably 15 or $20, but found it a good home. Cranium decoder glasses. This is, I part out these Cranium games. Some of them are worth more than others, but $8.88 plus shipping. It's a little, I probably had 50 cents in it, if that. Cranium, you can part those out and make a couple bucks off a box of Cranium if you pick them up cheap enough. Bone Collector hunting decal, same deal. Bought it for 10 cents. It sold for $5.99. I think I had plus shipping on that. Or maybe not. I don't know. It may have been free shipping. 74 cents or 78 cents shipping. So that was a good deal. Trucker Girl stainless steel emblems. This is from my honey hole. I just did another video on the warehouse find where I find all this automotive and just random stuff. Cost of goods on that was $1. Sold for $24.88 plus shipping. If it's not too late, I'll pop it up here. Same deal. Browning Buckmark, little chrome emblem. I've sold a bunch of these. This one was $10.99 plus shipping. I've got a couple different listings. I've got one that's a plus shipping. I got one that's a free shipping with a little bit more price on it. Cost of goods $1. We're well into the profit on these. I got, I've got multiples and sold a bunch. This was a funny deal. This was a Presto deep fryer handle, and I bought this quite a while back. I was just ran across it earlier today, and kind of turns lemonade into lemons. It was a Presto deep fryer, but it had the wrong cord with it. And I didn't realize that till I got it home. I could have took it back, but it was in the Bartlesville Goodwill. So I just started parting it out. And so I've sold a bunch of stuff. The cord, whatever it went to, plus the legs, plus the lid, plus these little handles. $9.88 free shipping. So we were into profit on that. I think I gave $5.99 for the whole rig. But it's sold enough stuff that the basket, all that stuff sells. And another deal, the leg and foot, same deal. It was a $5.99 plus shipping. So I wrote this down on this one. Previous sales, So far, we're 51.36 gross sales off of that $5.99 item that I thought, oh crud, I can't sell it. Part them out. Part them out. Kevin says, when in doubt, part it out. Chevy mud flap from the Honey Hole, my favorite place. The mud flap pair, $29.99 plus shipping. I sell those in a pair package or a quantity of 4, different prices. Another Honey Hole item. We're in the pure profit on these. This OG, the old school liquid glass auto polish. If you remember it, if you know it, if you find it, it sells good. I've sold a boatload of this, and this one was $78.99 plus shipping. I got $2 in those, but basically they've been paid for a while. I've got them listed different ways, so I've got them plus shipping, free shipping, all that kind of stuff. This is almost all Honey Hole stuff. Chrome Flying Eagle emblem, cost of goods $1, sold for $10.85 free shipping, but we're in the profit on that, so the shipping was probably like $4. So really, yeah, right, I cost of goods it at $1. Air filter max power, like for a Briggs & Stratton, like a lawnmower or whatever, $8.99 free shipping. I got like 79 cents in those, and several of them have already sold, so that was, it's okay. Another one from my personal collection from the Sprint Car Races, Skull Bandit decals, $18.88 plus shipping. These were ones that used to be a freebie item, and I would pick them up when I go to the races, and now they're 30 years old. So $18.88, cost of goods $0, pure profit plus shipping. Harley Heart decals. These are in the pure profit. I've got 10 cents in them and sold it for $10 plus shipping. That was a counter offer. I think I have them listed for $12.88. This was either from my personal collection or from a Facebook Marketplace buy. If it was a Facebook Marketplace buy, they're paid for. If it was personal collection, $0. I wrote down 0. And it was a counter offer. It was $20 plus shipping. Camo D's a local radio station with a long history here in Tulsa. It sold for $20. Brand new, old stock, vintage. They call it the Rainbow Station back in the day. Used to be a really good station. It's kind of went downhill. Used to be like classic rock. Bull stainless steel emblem, also from my warehouse buy, $19.88 plus shipping. It'll be right here. Liz at Home. This was from our personal collection. Liz at Home pillow, like a florally pillow, $12 plus shipping. I'm sure we gave away more than $12, but we didn't need it anymore. It's gone. Some more vintage stickers. Knoxville Nationals, cost of goods $1. No, that's just cost of goods. That was 0. Why do I have $1 on that? Anyway, $8.88 plus shipping. I don't know why I put $1 on that. $8.88 plus shipping. Personal collection, 0. Black & Decker Ergo 3 food processor. Bought this at Goodwill. Paid $5.99 for it, but it looked like it was basically brand new old stock, open box, whatever you want to call that. It sold for $65 on Posh, so that was really good. That one really shocked me, because I figured I'd have to offer or counter offer, and they just paid it, bought it outright. Another liquid glass, $78.99 plus shipping. It was a repeat buyer. Love my repeat buyers. This stuff's good. That's what I'm saying. They come back and buy more of it. A bone collector sticker, $7.49 plus shipping on that one. It'll be right here. These were my dad's, some Skechers shoes. Took $15 for them. It was a counter offer. I don't know where we had them listed, maybe $24. $15 plus shipping. They were a pair of his old shoes that were like new. Made somebody's day. Glad to see him go. How about this? Suzanne Summers Buttmaster. Who remembers the Buttmaster? I picked this up for $5.99. Kind of just, I wasn't sure, but it's set out here for a little bit, and it sold one day, $19.99. I think it might have been an offer. I don't know if it was an offer I sent or they sent me an offer. I think I had it listed for $24.99 or $25.88 or something like that. $19.90 plus shipping. So 6 into $19.90. Not great. Glad to see it go. Made somebody's day. It was basically brand new looking. Had one little tear in the foam. Here it is. I'm going to show some more pictures of Suzanne Summers. She's not hard to stare at. Okay. Sears electric power blower accessory kit. We're into the pure profit on that. That was a $3.99 minus 25% off. It sold for $29.87 plus shipping right here. That puts us, okay, we're mid-November, or we're mid-September, sorry about that. Rival ice cream. I part these out. So my cost of goods, we're in the pure profit, but I originally paid $5.99 for the whole kit. And this was the canister, just a metal aluminum canister, sold for $12.88 plus shipping. Not too bad. How about a vintage Italian, like a newsboy, the little Gatsby cabbie hat? Took an offer on that for $18 plus shipping. I think I gave $1.99 for that. So I don't know. Goodwill's hats are normally like $4, and I wrote down $1.99. Oh, it's Arkansas. I bought it in Arkansas. They're cheaper over there. Oklahoma's the Goodwill. The hats are like all $3.99. They had it for $1.99. I picked it up. I didn't have any comps, so I just like, I kind of think that'll sell. Some yarn that I bought at a yard sale for $1.25, and it sold for $4.50 plus shipping. That was an offer. I had it listed a little bit higher than that. Hamilton Beach, another thing I like to part out. These little small kitchen appliances. Check out that video on that. I need to make some more of those because those are kind of interesting. 702R food processor. Just the blade, the disc, sold for $19.99 free shipping. And I gave $4.99 for the whole unit. And I'm parting it out. So there's still some stuff I think that maybe needs to be listed. I'll pop up, if it's already listed, I'll pop it up here so you can kind of see what you could possibly make off a $5 buy. A USA softball ball cap. I can't find what I paid for this, but I'm assuming $2 or $4. And we sent an offer, or they sent an offer, and we sold it for $20.22 plus shipping. That would have been back in September, so I'm not sure if they were still playing softball in September. I think maybe they were. A Nerf gun. This was a cost of goods at $3. I just lotted it up and put it on Poshmark. I had tried them on eBay for quite some time individually. They just take up a lot of space. They're kind of a pain to ship. I even tried to list them on the local Facebook marketplace, but I sold them for $19 on Posh. There's a couple more listed. I'm probably out of the Nerf gun business if I can sell those other lots. Liquid glass, another one. This one sold for $98.88 free shipping. Yeah, $2 into $100 basically, and shipping's like $6, so that's not too bad. Not too bad. Some more yarn. I think it was a different person. Same yarn, different person. 25 cents. So I had 4 of them, and they paid $5 plus shipping. So I had $1 into it. So $20 plus shipping, not too shabby off of $1 purchase. This was a baby seat backpack, like if you're traveling and you need to take your baby seat, your car seat on an airplane or whatever. It was not a good buy. I paid $5, $4.99 at Goodwill. It sold for $15 on Posh. I took an offer. I think I had it listed for $20 or $25. I wouldn't buy that again because it took up a lot of space to store it. There's kind of a commodity type thing. This is another good buy to part out. 6-second abs, the machine, the 6-second ab machine. Let's just show you. This one's, I think all I have left on this one is just the actual machine, which is typically the last thing to sell. These guys, you can part out the bands, the instruction book, and the machine. I never have had the DVD or the VHS or whatever, but the bands always sell really well and pretty quick. Gave $4.98 for it, and it sold. The machine sold for $9.99 plus shipping. I marked the machines way down and do plus shipping, and the bands are where you make your money. And the bands are gone. There we go. This was from our personal collection. I don't know what we gave for it. It was one of the Regina's when she was selling the wine. $19.88 plus shipping. It was an insulated like flask wine bottle, so that was a good deal to get it out of the way. Another 6-second abs, the orange bands, $20 free shipping. So the orange ones sell separately, the yellow ones sell separately, the instruction book, the machine, the DVD or VHS, whatever. So I gave $5 for the whole thing and sell that, part it out. Instant Pot, this is another one. If you find a little kit for the Instant Pot, even if it's not the Instant Pot, the accessories sell. The ladle or spoon rest, I gave $1 for this whole little bag of accessories. The spoon rest thing sold for $6.88 plus shipping. Plus I have the other stuff listed and sold. Anyway, that's not a bad one to look for. Rear view mirror chrome skulls emblem from my honey hole. Cost of goods, I've got down $1, but we're in the well into the profit on that. $15 offer, I took it, plus shipping. Super Shooter. I part these out when I find them. You can almost like find them every time you go to the thrift store, so you got to pick and choose which ones you want to grab. Instruction or recipe booklet sold for $6.88 plus shipping. I gave $6.99 for the whole deal. The tube cells, the little screw cells, you can do it however you want to, but part them out. The discs, all sells individually. These were some shower curtain clips that my dad had and didn't like, and they were laying over here. I'm like, I wonder if these are worth anything. They're really not, but I took an offer for $4 plus shipping. I think they were going to Alaska. They were going up north somewhere. I don't know if it was Alaska. They were going a long ways away. So I think it was just somebody that is in a remote location that bought them. They wanted to match the color, and they bought them $4 plus shipping. I didn't have anything into them. So Hanson Brothers, mbop, mbop, mbop. Hanson Brothers goblet. This was a good buy. I'm going to look for these again. I'm trying to get out of the glassware, but if I find these, I will definitely pick them up because they have a beer festival, and this is like a little beer goblet, and I think it was 2017 maybe, dated, and I gave 99 cents for it, but the haul that I've already made plenty. Pure profit on this. Paid 99 cents. It sold for $35.86 plus shipping. I'll pop it up here. I bought 2 of them, and the first one sold for about that same price. Browning Buckmark from my honey hole. $1, but we're, like I said, we're well in the profit. $10.99 plus shipping. I'll pop it up here again if I get a chance. This was kind of weird. I bought this on a whim. It was some old vintage chess pieces. This will take some time, but I have sold quite a few. If I can tally it up, I'll tell you right here. Chess pieces. This was a Black Knight. Sold for $8.88, free shipping. I gave $2 for the whole bag and the instructions and everything. And there may have been like a cheesy checkerboard in there too, but I don't think I even listed it. It had some checkers too. I think those are long gone. But $8.88 free shipping. I'm just parting those little pieces out. So if you have this exact same set and you're missing a piece, I got it. Black, white. Still got quite a few of those left. $8.88 free shipping. It'll be here. Another Browning decal. It was a Buckmark, just a large decal. Sold for $15.99 free shipping. King Cobra Golf Club head cover. Paid $2, sold it for $8.98 plus shipping. That was at a yard sale. I just kind of bought them on a whim, didn't look them up. Not bad. A chrome little fish, ABS chrome fish emblem, little fish emblem, you know what I'm talking about. $9.44 free shipping. Cost of goods was $1, but we're well into the profit on that whole haul. Same with this one. McGuire's Leather Balm. Cost of goods was $1, but pure profit. It sold for $36.88 plus shipping. I'll pop it up here. I don't know if we've sold one of those on this haul yet or not, but those are a honey hole item. I have multiples. If you are a reseller and looking for something to treat your leather with, hit me up. I'll make you a deal off platform. Plastic color Chevy bow tie mud flaps. These are vintage, a new old stock, set of 4, $59.88 plus shipping right here. Cost of goods $2, but like I said, pure profit on those. We've sold so much stuff from that haul. Odyssey BMX pegs. These were a bike I found on the side of the road that was free. I fixed up the bike, sold the bike for $75, but I took the pegs off. Or was this a different bike? This was a different bike. This was another free bike I found. And I traded it for a cruiser. It was a BMX giant bike. Had 2 pegs on the back, didn't have any on the front, so I took them off, cleaned them up, sold them, took an offer for $12.50 plus shipping. I had $0 in them. And a Honda, like a chrome looking sticker set, $10.88 free shipping. Cost of goods 10 cents, so pure profit on those too. And it's like 74 cents to ship it. We're getting there. We're almost done. A Tula baby carrier. I think I bought this. We went to the bins, and then we went in Tulsa, and then we went to the Southwest Boulevard original Goodwill, and something caught my eye, and it was like one of those baby harness carriers. Looked like it was brand new, and I think it was. Cost of goods on that was $5.99, and I took an offer. I had it listed for like almost $100. Took an offer for $85 plus shipping. Yeah, I like that. Another leather balm. Cost of goods $1. Sold them on Posh for $34. A wire, mid-century modern wire, like copper art, like wall hanging or artwork that you would hang on your wall. Really cool. Cost of goods at a yard sale $2.50. We took an offer. We had it higher, a counter offer, or whatever it was, $26 plus shipping. They loved it. I think it was going to Austin, so I feel like that found a good home. St. Arnold pint glass. This was a really cool one. Had all kinds of neat icons on the side of it, space and all that. It was a Norman Trip pit find for $2, and it sold for $12 plus shipping. That was an offer as well. Stanley Pendleton thermos. We countered back and forth on this. Regina picked this up for $2.99. We sold it for $17 plus shipping. Could we have gotten more? Yes, we had it listed higher. we settled on $17 with them. That's fine. 2 of these tap out license plate frames, and then it also had a decal and a keychain. They bought both of them. I had $2 into them, $1 a piece. They bought both of them from me for $57.76 free shipping. But we were in the profit on that, so really the $2 doesn't even count. I'm going to count it, but it doesn't really count. Some more yarn. This was a previous buyer. $9.96 plus shipping. I'll pop it up here. Yeah, they bought some off me. I got repeat buyer. I don't know. $9.96 plus shipping. Excellent. I had 25 cents or 50 cents in that. Dodge Ram door handle covers. I think this is the one that went south. I evidently pulled the wrong one. I don't know what was happening. Anyway, they offered $6 plus $5 shipping, so $11. And then they wanted to return it. I sent them a return label. Then they said they couldn't go to the post office. I said, you don't have to go to the post office. Just put the label on it, stick it in your mailbox. They never sent it back, so I hate when I mess up, and I'm not so sure that I did. I just wonder if they were trying to do a switcheroo. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, $6 plus shipping. Have $1 into it. Like I said, that's off that haul. Pure profit. Vintage San Diego Padres #1, like the #1 foam hand, little big foam hand thing. It'll be right here. $19.99 plus shipping. This was when the playoffs were going on and they were still alive. I gave that 99 cents for that at the bins. So, and that bins haul is pure profit off of previous sales. This was a good yard sale find from a year or so ago. These Kennametal carbide tooling for like a machine lathe or whatever, CNC machine. I'm not exactly sure what they fit. $38.88 free shipping. I bought a whole lot of these things for a whole bag, a box for $25, or no, $20. And man, the first sale paid for them. So these are all pure profit. And I just sold some more the other day. So still, we're going to miss those when they're gone. Getty Oil Rocks Whiskey Glass. $28.99 plus shipping. So that's a defunct oil company, gas station. I gave like 70 cents or $1 for that at a yard sale. Crocodile Dundee VHS. I don't know where I got this, what I paid for it. We sold it on an offer for $5 plus shipping. I may have $1 into it. I don't know. I don't have anything wrote down. AJ Foyt NASCAR sticker. This is for my personal collection. $14.88 plus shipping. It's cool. I kind of hated to sell that, but I'm like, I don't have nowhere to put it. Rival ice cream bucket. The bucket that this $8.88 a piece. And I have went too far. These weeks didn't. So stop at the AJ Foyt sticker. The next one's going to go on the next one. I don't know how I'm going to edit this now. I really goofed that up. Dang it. Okay. Stop on the AJ Foyt sticker was the last sale in September. So I'll do a total here of what the total gross number that's sold. And then if I have time, I'll calculate up my cost of goods. But we're going to stop at the AJ Foyt sticker and tally it up. I'll either do a screenshot here or at the very end of what the month looked like on just my sales. This is only my sales, not Regina's sales. It's on eBay and Posh and Facebook Marketplace. Did my battery go dead? We call these What Sold Wednesdays. We used to do them together. I've got to get her back out here, not out here, but on behind the camera, and so we can start doing them together, because I like doing them on a weekly basis. But I wanted to catch you guys up. I'm also going to do October. We'll start with the stuff I just rattled off. We'll do over on that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the likes, hit subscribe. This was a little bit longer than I'd planned, 30 minutes. If you made it this far, leave me a comment. How are your sales going? Hope your fourth quarter's strong. Thanks for watching. Check out some other videos. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers. My battery's going dead.